probably get demonetized. See if we are we live. Man, I haven't done this in so long. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Zuni back out with another video. Let's get straight into it. Just doing it on my PS5, so see how this sounds. Probably need to turn the music off. But yeah, nah. How we're gonna do all that? I haven't played Fortnite in quite some time. But yeah, guys, Happy New Year, happy holidays. I guess the season's over, but you're still off for a little bit. Yeah, man. Crypto. It's crazy. Okay. All right. I think we've gone there. I think my mic's off there. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but yeah, man. Shoot, crypto, man. Crypto. Ready for this altcoin season? Yeah, when is altcoin season? That's the key, man. When is it? I don't know. A lot of people are speculating peak is going to be like it was last year, 2021, when we had two peaks. Maybe March, April. There's going to be one peak. And I kind of think about it that way too. I kind of see how it's a little bit different, just like it was different in 2021. A lot of the older coins, like your ADA, Chainlink, and all those peaked. Those peaked first. Even Doge. If you look at Doge is a big example. I was in on Doge early 2021, and that one peaked in May, right? That peaked May when we had the whole Mother's Day thing. So that was like the big, push for crypto, especially with Elon Musk and everything buying Bitcoin, buying Doge. And yeah, we had that peak, and then we had another peak, which was back in, or later on in November of 2021. That was when the second peak happened, and that's when the second part of the altcoin season took off. So you had your Shibas, you had your Solanas, those peaked later. So if we're going to follow the same kind of concept, maybe Solanas do the same thing. They peak early March, April of this year, and then your Swees, Supras, or like Caspas, those probably peak out later on, because Caspa hasn't really built their ecosystem yet, and their meme coins and all that stuff. So I'm thinking maybe that's what's going to happen this year. We're going to have a two-part, but that's never for sure. I have no idea. So I'm going to play this one just like I played it last year, taking profits as best I can this year. That's the name of the game. You want to make sure you allocate some to profit taking. That way, if you need to buy something, like if you need to buy a Shiba, obviously the smart move last cycle was to sell Doge. Even if you didn't hit the top 60 cents, 50 cents, 70 cents or so. And then after that, it was to buy Shiba. You would buy Shiba, and you made a lot of money off of that. And I think that's what I'm going to try to do this cycle. Bonk is probably going to peak out first, and then there's going to, at least for Solana and WIF, and then we're going to have probably a second big meme coin popping up. Who knows what that's going to be? Maybe it's already here. And yeah, we're going to try to ride that bad boy up. Because I got in on Shiba, even when I was getting in on Coinbase later, I was still able to make like a 4 or 5x like within a couple of days, like September, October, and peaked out in November. But yeah, I'm thinking that's going to be what it's going to be like for this time this year. We might have a two-part cycle. A lot more institution is holding, so that could be something where they have more control over Bitcoin at least, but they're not going to be buying the altcoins, so that's going to be another tough thing to kind of gauge. But the OGs for sure, Bitcoin OGs are going to do what they do. They're going to cycle back in Ethereum, and that's when the alt season is going to be honestly popping. Is when Ethereum finally does something, because I don't think it's going to run off the back of Solana, because most coins are paired with ETH. So like you have even I would say even Solana is paired with ETH. So once ETH runs, those coins will run, and then they'll run harder because they're going to cycle back out. So that's what my key is, and that's why I kind of want to make this video. I kind of want to talk about the whole altcoin season cycle, what's possibly going to happen. Because last year was different than we did in 2017, where we didn't have a 2-peak cycle. But if you want to look at what coins peaked out first, you could probably go into that and look and see which coins peaked out earlier in the year of 2017, and then see what happened. Because basically 2017 was in November, December time. That's when that peaked out. And then you had a carryover even after that in 2017, where you had coins run up in January of 2018. And then obviously that was the final push. And the final push of 2021 was NFTs. NFTs went crazy. That's when everybody had a lot of money, and they were buying $500,000 JPEGs. So, yeah. So this cycle, it could be the same where we have a lot more NFTs popping up, or it could be something where it's the AI agents. Who knows? Maybe you buy an NFT or you buy a bot, and it does, like, I don't know, it makes your calendar for you. It sets up your day. I'm not sure. That's gonna be interesting to see what is it gonna be. Is it gonna be if it's gonna be NFTs? They're gonna be the new shiny object of moneymaker. Like, that's what's gonna show. If you buy a super rare NFT, that's you showing your wealth kind of thing. And but that's I'm for sure gonna be out of every single asset this cycle that I bought. I'm going to be out this year. Like, I'm not holding on to anything, no matter how much I think it's going to pop up, unless it's a new coin. Like, what I'm thinking about, if it's a new coin, I may hold on to it a little bit towards the end of the cycle, which I think will be, if it kind of is similar to last year, it's going to be the end of this year, October, November, December time. So that's my guess. That's my guess on it, and I know some smart guys talking about it's going to end in March. So I mean that's even possible too. It could end in March. It could end in March, April, and I think it normally does do that because of the whole sell in May, go away type deal, and it kind of reallocates money back into the second runner meme coins, or just coins in general. I think that's possibly where it's going to be at. And yeah, I think that could be something where I think that's just something that I'm going to try to do for this cycle for sure. I'm going to try to allocate to the end of the year stuff. So I'll put this guy. So bad at Fortnite. Oh, I just dropped it. Oh, I need that for sure. But yeah, that's my take on meme coin, or the altcoin season. I'm thinking we're gonna peak out, and we're gonna do something similar to last year, but that's not for sure. And this is going to be highly risky. Like, I'm thinking about just taking profits. I've been kind of doing my research on different ways to take profits, like the whole Warren Buffett type thing. You have big institutions, how they take profits, and there's smart ways to take profits. And I'm thinking I may do something where it's like I take out like 10%, 10% every week, if I think we're at the top. So that's a smart move. Either you take profit or you don't take profit. and it's pretty simple when it comes to taking profits. Either you're going to take profit or you're going to hold it all the way to the end, and that dip may just keep on dipping. So that's something to think about when you're entering into coins. For sure this cycle, because they're going to have a high expiration date when it comes to, maybe big institutions are getting into these coins and they've already allocated and they already know when they're going to take profits, and when they take profits, they're going to take profits big and heavy, and that's going to tank the charts. So that's my thinking towards the whole. I'm going to die for sure. I knew he was following me. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're gonna be coming up on meme coin season soon. It just feels like it's gonna pop off. We had that little dip. It wasn't even that big, at least for SWE. I mean, there's some certain coins that are going to be taking up more market share, and Solana obviously is going to be a beast. SWE is going to be a beast. Base is going to be a beast, and I think those three are going to, the Ethereum is going to flow onto Base. The Ethereum maxis are going to find, Base that they're already doing it now, flowing onto Base to see what's going up there, especially the AI meta. And I kind of see that with Ethereum guys. They're more intellectual. They're more, think about the tech. They're more like, oh, I want to buy a coin that has some utility behind it, which is why I think the AI meta is taken off, especially with agents, where they can tweet out, obviously tweet stuff, but they can basically be a manager in your pocket. They can do things to automate your life, basically. And especially if we're going into the whole robot and automations of self-driving, it's going to be basically self dictating your life. However you want to set up, they wake you up at a certain time, they feed you with all this stuff. I don't know, that could be something where they're going to, in crypto, I think they're going to try to push that meta. And then you have your real world, I guess, NVIDIA and AMD and your Teslas. Those are going to try to probably partner with some type of crypto. Like Elon is probably going to partner with Doge and Tesla with charging and whatnot, and buying crypto or buying Doge, or paying for Doge, paying in Doge to buy a Tesla like they did last year. Maybe the AMDs and chip manufacturers, they're going to have something where they partner with, let's say, Solana or SWE or some type of project to get more bandwidth on the AI, or not even AI, just like the staking or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how they're going to probably market it, but yeah, I think that's going to be something where it's going to be interesting to see. This cycle is going to be more heavily institution backed. You have your institutions already popping up, and they've been buying. So I'm curious to see what they're going to be buying, and I think they're going to flow onto where the volume's at. They have to. That's what they do in traditional markets. They kind of go into where the volume's at, which is going to be SWE, Solana, Base, and I think those three are going to do well. They've been doing well. They're going to keep doing well. And then I hope we get the Base airdrop. That'll be amazing if they do that. I've been hearing that they're gonna have the stock, the Coinbase stock actually be on the chain. So they may have been institute things like that on stock market and stuff. Vice versa, maybe they have some cryptos on the main stage, and they have baskets of meme coins, baskets of layer ones, baskets of AI. And if they do something like that, that can totally pump up the market for sure. And maybe that's in the later stage of, just like how Coinbase IPO'd. That was like the signal that the crypto market was pretty much done. That was like the big major thing, because we had two big major things back in 2021. It was Elon Musk buying Doge and Doge running, and then we had the IPO of Coinbase, which was one of the biggest, I guess, big news events since Doge and Elon Musk saying he's buying. So we may have something like that where we have some type of big institution like Coinbase say they're going to have a basket of meme coins, basket of layer ones, Yeah, I'm just so excited to see what's going to happen this year because this is our year, guys. Like we've been waiting 4 years, 3 years, 4 years for this time. This is our time to make money. And I think about it, it's not if you're going to make money, it's how much you're going to make. And I think that's going to be big. That's going to be key. And I want you guys to think about that as well whenever you're buying coins and just allocating towards different things. Is how much money are you willing to risk and how much money are you willing to make? Because if you wait and you wait and you hold like you did last year or last cycle, the year before that, then you're going to be in the same position where you didn't make as much as you can. So honestly, I feel like it's more, and I think it's on your mental too. I think if people are able to DCA in or DCA out rather than sell at like a 50%, 20% loss. Let's say you sell and it goes up 20%. You're like, okay, well, at least I still sold. Plus, you can sell a little bit more at that 20. Then if it dips back down to 20 or 30%, then you're like, oh man, I could have made all that money. Then you started thinking, oh, I should have sold. But what you should be thinking is how can I allocate whatever I have into other, well, now that's risky for new people too. But that's how I'm going to start thinking it. I'm going to start trying to allocate to the new shiny things that are going to be popping up at the end of the cycle. Um, yeah, and that's my plan. That's my plan for this year. We may have, for those who joined, I think we may have a two-part season like we did last year. We're gonna have, I think, the same BS where they're gonna be like, oh no, we're gonna have a second cycle. It's gonna be a second cycle, and they're gonna probably uh, create it like they did last year with microsailor and all the exchanges buying on loan, like even FTX. They were manipulating Solana. Like they mass manipulated Solana to go to 260 some dollars or whatever the peak was last year, right? And that's what they got in trouble for too. And I'm thinking it's going to happen again. I don't know if it's going to be Coinbase. I don't think they're that bold, but it's going to be some type of institution that's going to try to, for sure, do something like that where they artificially pump a token. Maybe it's SWE. Maybe it's already here. Maybe they're pumping SWE, and that's the new FTX. Or that's the new Solana. And, yeah. Either way, though, I mean, I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but you have to always think about, keep it simple, but think about the options of what can happen. And I think DCAing out rather than DCAing out or not DCAing out and DCAing out when dips happen is more mental. It's a more mental drain on you than it is if you DC out early. At least that's what I find. Like I've been trading meme coins all year and stuff, and I've been kind of seeing how my mentality or my mental, I guess how I keep my mental stamina up or how I keep myself feeling good is by DCing out early rather than DCing out at a like 50% or even a 30% dip or 20% dip, because those bound to happen. And then when those dips happen, sometimes they keep on dipping and that coin doesn't pop up. Like Doge, for example. Doge dipped, and obviously it should have came back up like with the rest of the market and possibly made an all-time high in November 2021, but it didn't. Just like a lot of coins didn't, actually. Well, not a lot, but a lot of the older coins didn't. They didn't do that. They followed their own trajectory. They peaked out first, and then obviously we know they were reallocated towards the Shibas, towards the Solanas. Ethereum, though, they did make an all-time high. So that was interesting to see. So maybe Solana will go make all-time high too. Maybe 2021 in November, December time, or maybe even as early October. We have a $1,000 Solana. We have a $20 SWE, maybe $25 SWE. I'm hoping, honestly, we hit some hundreds. Maybe we hit $100 SWE. That would be crazy. I mean, I've seen crazier things happen, like Doge. I think Doge doing a 300 and some X, and Shiba doing like a million X. It's possible. Likely? No, it's not likely, but I mean, it is possible for all that stuff to happen. So that's why I'm keeping my mind open to possibilities, especially when I'm selling. What I think my game plan is when I DCA out, I'm gonna throw 50% of it, maybe even more, maybe like 65%. I'm going to start pulling that out into the bank, and then I'll play with the rest, like the 25, 30%. And then, yeah, if I lose that money, I lose it, but I'm going to try to keep it and try to, hold it for a little bit, not be too. I'm going to be very patient. I think that's a big thing, being patient, because even after the bull market, we have a euphoria of. Last year was NFTs, and it was 100,000% APR projects on Base or on Binance, and I made one play. I made like 30K on one play, and like you can make money after the bull market happens. I've done it. It's possible. You just have to be in the right niches and the right plays, I guess. You have to be honestly. I'm not even in pay groups. Like I've done everything and all my stuff solo dolo. Like I've done it. Obviously you watch YouTube videos and stuff. Like I learned a lot from Nakamoto crypto. I learned a lot from just even Superman or Superman. He's good in the sense of showing you what he's looking at. It doesn't have to be the same things. Actually, he was on Bonk. He did talk about Bonk and Sui, but he wasn't like, oh, this is going to be the next thing. He said potentially, and I was already like, all right, I was already thinking potentially. So he has bigger following and whatnot, and I was thinking, all right, if he can get people on this, then it's potentially that this thing could pop up. And yeah, that's my thinking. That's my thinking with shit. But yeah, that's my thinking towards the whole meme coins and full market is just finding hidden gems that no one is talking about, and honestly that's what it's all about. Especially now when we're hitting the bull back in the bear, I mean, it's not wise to buy things no one is talking about because there's no volume. You're gonna be sitting on it for a while if you don't mind sitting on it for a while. Like I said on Sui at like 30-40 cents. It did hit at like $1 or so. Whatever. I think it hit two. I can't remember what it hit up, and then it literally crashed back down to like 40 cents. So in the bull, you don't really need and there's a double side to that too. You don't need to follow people who make calls. You can literally buy anything that's not a scam, and you'll make money on it. So you can do it. You can do it by yourself, but it's always good to have some calls too because you're seeing what the meta is, what people are on, and I think that's going to be key for this cycle for me, is finding different metas and just nailing every single coin I can. Getting high, like the $1 billion coins, low million.
I can't reach that either. I'm not long enough.
Super duper micro caps.
Stick the table out.
And the micro caps are going to be the ones that you're going to make.
I know.
Putting like $100 or so, and you're going to make like 100, maybe 10,000 X's.
No, I can reach it.
And I think Richard Hart ecosystem too. That's going to be one that's really. I think that's going to be a hidden gem, just because he has a track record of just making millionaires, making people money, and doing it in a smart way. So I think that's my top. Okay, so this is I'm going to divulge everything I've bought over my couple years of buying in the bear. I loaded up on Solana.
Where? All the way.
I loaded up on HBAR. Those are my big two plays that I was buying consistently every month, every week, whatever. I was trying to get the dips. And then my second play, once I waited for Sui to take off, or I guess not to take off, to launch, but finally dipped down to a price that I thought possibly was going to be its low, even if I didn't think it was at its low, or keep buying. But yeah, I started DCAing in Sui. I bought a little bit of AVAX. I'm not too big on AVAX. I think it was just, it ran up with Solana. I don't know if it's going to do anything too crazy. Like, I don't see AVAX, I don't see ADA, I don't see them doing the big numbers like they did last cycle and the cycle, well, I guess 8 or 2 cycles ago. But not to say they're not going to do a 30x if at least. But I'm not looking for like the 30x's, even though that's good money. I made my 30x's. I'm gonna make my 30 plus, even 100x's on Solana and Sui. So now I'm looking like those are my main bags and HBAR. I think HBAR is gonna go to at least a couple bucks, maybe $180, $2 max. And if you have $100,000, you have $100,000. If you have $200,000 or 2,000 coins, you have $2,000 or $200,000. If it goes over $2, you have $400,000, and then that's not That's not included in if you're buying meme coins on that, where you can buy, $1,000 in and you can make $100,000 out because it's so bare. So yeah, even base. So then I was getting in base. I got in base on summer. Once the peak happened, I got Brett super freaking early, man. I actually was looking. I like to when I buy things, I like to buy it and then research after. Maybe that's my degen in me, but I'm like, oh, I gotta get it. I like it. I gotta get it. The meme coins I'm pretty decent at. I'm decent, so I kind of go off of my gut on it. So and then I do research after, and I was seeing what's his name, Crash. I saw Crash talking about it, but this is before he was actually big. I don't think he had any much followings or anything.
Homie died, babe.
So yeah, he was like shilling like crazy, and I was thinking like he was pretty smart on it, and how he talked about it, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be a good shill. I mean, I don't like shilling things. I like talking about things and then just leaving how it is.
Babe, I'm gonna die.
Like, I talked about Sui, talked about Solana, I talked about Bonk. Bonk was like probably gonna be my big play this year.
Oh my
had
god, I
200x
fucking
on
hate
that.
niggas that can build. Holy fuck.
And yeah, I'm probably gonna
okay or not.
I can't. I'm probably going
I'm
to
so over this game.
make a lot of money on Bonk, but I'm not trying to add any more on Bonk. I think I'm set. I'm set on Bonk. I even allocated out of Bonk to other coins. Like I bought more Solana, obviously. I think I bought Solana. I reallocated it to on this first 100x at like 70 cents, and then I bought more. I bought more Radium. That was 100x. So I made 100x. Like it's crazy if you think about it like that. I made 100x on Bonk. I sold some. I sold some of my 100x on Bonk to Radium, and then Radium did a 10x. So I'm like that's easy ways of doing it, and that's the smart way to do it. Now I could have hit the top, could have hit the bottom. Doesn't really matter. But if you do things like that, and if you think about like I knew Solana was gonna be the one. I just knew it. I knew it was gonna be the one. It was just that it was better than Ethereum, at least in the sense of being cheaper, faster, more scalable. I thought you could build better. It was more, I guess, retail friendly. That's what I was thinking about in the bear market. What is retail gonna buy? What is retail gonna get into? They're not gonna buy. They're not gonna be spending. I mean, obviously, in the bear, it was like $20, $10, $15, $20 on a transaction on Ethereum, but when you get to the actual bull market, you're spending like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a single transaction. So I know they're not going to be buying no meme coin for $10, $100, $200 to then pay $100 in fees. So I was like, no, it has to be Solana. It has to be like it. There's no doubt in my mind it wasn't going to be Solana that was going to lead the meme coin charge, the gaming meta, and I knew somewhat soon the AI meta, whatever that would end up being. Obviously now I had no idea we're gonna have AI agents, but yeah, like that's gonna be something where we look back on it. But I'm not trying to outthink anybody or like think the market. I'm just trying to think what would I do? What would I want? Because retail. Obviously, I have to think about what I would want to do, how I would think about going about selling and about doing all that. So yeah. I knew Ethereum was not going to be the one anymore. I knew that it was like a dead chain. It was an old coin. It was an old chain. It was going to be something where you saw, you're like, oh man, I remember I made money on that. But it's not going to be something where you're gonna pay all those gas fees and you're gonna make a bunch of money, especially moving into this next cycle where everyone. If you're buying NFTs, man, you were going to be. It was crazy the gas fees on those NFTs. It was wild. It was not sustainable, and it wasn't even burning that much Ethereum. Like it was crazy. You were spending like $1,000. You think about that. People spending $1,000, $100 on gas fees, and yet it wasn't really moving up the needle because maybe a certain person was selling it all. So it just goes to show that you just have to have a vision. Even if you're wrong, you have to just think about what you're going to buy and then just buy it and don't really care about what other people are going to say, oh, yeah, you're right or wrong. because mostly, and this goes in the bull market only, but everything you buy is eventually gonna pump. And like with H bar, man, like I saw on my Twitter timeline, H bar, people were selling at 3 and 4 cents right before it pumped up, and I knew it. I was like, these guys, I not knew, but I knew on Twitter they were talking about, oh yeah, I'm out, and I was like, I so badly wanted to be like, nah, bro, like why are you selling? We're gonna pump up. It's not like this coin is like an XRP. It has it's gonna pump. You just gotta be patient, and that's what crypto is, and investing is. You have to be patient. If you're not patient, you're not gonna make money. If you don't hold, you're not gonna make money. And Richard Hardy even talked about that. And a lot of people call them scams and stuff, but that's key. If you don't hold, if you don't hold for the 10x, you don't hold for the 100x, you don't hold for the 1,000x, you're not gonna make money. Like it's just that simple. If you're a quick trader, yeah, there's people that are good trading, and you're gonna make decent money, but you're not gonna make as much money on your 2x's every single time, because every new coin you get into, the potential of that rugging or not performing well is high. It's like in the 90 percentile. I know I trade meme coins. I love trading meme coins. That's like, if I had more time in the day, I would do it all day. Like it's fun to me, but I don't want to waste my time doing all that. So I focused on, yeah, I do like trading. Sometimes I'll trade with a leverage trade, or I'll buy some meme coins that I think will do well, and I'll make a quick couple X, flip out, and then hold it if I need to. But I like holding long to medium term. Like that's where you make money on bonk. People people sold at 10x. They didn't wait for the other 10x, and they didn't wait for another 10x or the 2x on that, which is 100x. And then we're probably going to go to $20 million, $20 billion, if not more, on bonk, which is going to add more, because I was getting that, like, I got airdrop that coin and I held it. Yeah, I sold a little bit for profit, and I bought some Solana, and I rebought back in at a lower 100, or I think it was $10 million market cap, and I was buying for about a year, buying that in Solana. That's all I bought was Solana and bonk. And you have to hold. You have to hold. That's where you make money. Should I kill my teammate? I like shooting the bridges off. I want to do it. But yeah, that's how you make money. That's how you make life general wealth, and that's how even in the stock market, you gotta hold. You can't hold for like 2 years. I guess in the stock market, you gotta hold for like decades. And decades for us is years. 2 years is 2 decades. It's crazy, right? Yeah, you have to think about it like that. And yeah, and that's how I'm seeing this market. I'm just seeing this market as a big opportunity to make a lot of money very, very quickly. And am I gonna die? All right, if I make it, Bonk is going 100 million, 100 billion. Oh yeah. Wasn't sure if it was shallow or not, but yeah. Um. So yeah, very excited. I'm like, I feel so blessed, and we just gotta make sure that we don't get scammed. We don't hack, or anybody hacks it. One thing I like doing is I like sending my coins to different wallets. Obviously, make sure you write down the seed phrase and password and all that, and then you store that in a safe spot. I would say never at home. Try to put it somewhere you trust. If you can. If not, then hide it. But yeah, that's the key of being safe, and that's how I'm gonna focus. The rest of this bull market is buying whatever I'm gonna buy, which is probably gonna be more AI coins, because I didn't buy too much AI coins when it first popped off. So my second one is gonna be my second run of AI, especially with the AI agents. Oh, son of a gun! See, my teammates can pick me up. I was doing horrible. I have nothing. All right, next round I'm going to land somewhere that I know where I'm going to go, which I haven't played this in so long. Yeah, man, it was fun actually playing some video games for once. I haven't played. I honestly don't spend too much time on video games. I kind of spent some time on video games. It kind of helped me think too. When in the bear market, where we had a lot of time on our hands, I would crack out a couple games and just think about different plays. I think that helped me kind of brainstorm too. But yeah, this today I kind of feel like markets are up, Swee's up, Solana's up, Bonk's like the meme coins are doing great. Like we're doing good, and it's just about preserving our wealth. So, and keeping it, and making sure that we get out on time, because we don't know when the peak is going to happen. There are going to be signs, and make sure you guys are paying attention to the signs. But they're not always going to be straight in your face, and you're going to have a lot of people telling you. I hope I'm not one of them. They're going to be telling you that we still got time, and don't panic. We still got another like 3 months, 2 months, whatever. Still got a whole another year. When in reality, we're a couple weeks, a couple of days away from the top. Honestly, I'm excited to see what Richard Hart's going to say. Call the top. Now, do I think he's going to call the top again? Probably not. But I wouldn't say that he's not going to be more accurate than anyone else. I would say he's going to be closer to the top than most people, because he's going to want that for his ego. That's what he does. He makes millionaires and he calls shots, and that's what he does. And if you see people like that, you know what their strengths and weaknesses are. You can follow them to a certain extent of how you want to, play, or use him as like in the charts. You use him as another indicator of what you think is going to happen. So if you think the market's going to go up, you get some indications. What MACD, I don't know, whatever you want to think about how you want to set up your charts. You get those indications. Those more likely than we're going to be going up. If you get bearish indications, then potentially that it's not going to go up, right? So that's what you got to think about. That's how I think about crypto, honestly, and the stock market. Is have these indicators, have your game plan set. It's not going to be perfect. Like I don't think I'm going to sell Bonk at the tippity top. I nailed Bonk at the tippity top in December, but that didn't mean I got the tippity top overall, which is the 200x or even 150x, whatever. I think we're up close to 300x on it. If you were looking at just the chart alone, but oh, son. Very nice shot. I was trying to blow up I was being stupid, trying to blow up the gas station. Those are one of my favorite things to do, is blow up the gas station tanks and kill like a whole team. I've done that multiple times, but did not get lucky there. Yeah. Man, who else is excited for the meme coin season, guys? Are you guys excited? Because, man, I'm just like grinning. I'm just so happy to see when I'm gonna get my Lambo. I remember, if you guys remember the Tomb Finance, that was like one of the big things. I'm not sure. I think he might have keyed that term. That guy, the CEO of Phantom. I think he was like the big guy in the whole Lambo because he had he was like super rich. I think he bought a Lambo. But yeah, man. I'm gonna be ending the stream soon. But let me know what you guys think about the whole crypto market. Leave in the comment section below. What's your main coins? Are you guys buying like 1,000,000 coins? You guys have your section of coins. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm planning on making more and more videos, especially just talking about different cryptocurrencies. Like I already made a video on SWE. I made a video on Supra. If you guys don't know about Supra, Supra's a new layer 1. I think it has the potential. It's on a big correction right now. Not a big, it's on a 50% correction, give or take, even more. I think it peaked out like at 9 cents, 8 cents, and it's at like a 3.5. So, a good 60, 70, 80%. I think 60% on the dip on that. But yeah, either way, it's, I'm thinking that one could be the next SWE. Not in the terms of like, you probably won't make millions off of it. Probably won't even get 100x off of it. But I think the ecosystem is going to be one where you can make the money off of it, like we were making on SWE. Buying the DEX tokens, obviously you get a 10x on that. Easy launchpad tokens, meme coins. Meme coins on SWE, I'm happy they're not pumping up, because that's going to be the one where you can make a good amount of money on. That should be pumping up soon once everybody gets their money. Just like in Solana. Solana went from $8 to, I want to say, $30 or 25, something around there before Bonk even started pumping. Because we had Bonk and we had Samu was a big coins on a big meme coins on Solana. It wasn't that many, so like that's why Bonk took off because it wasn't that many meme coins, and we had an airdrop, and it was kind of cool how they did the whole airdrop. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen on Sweep, what's gonna happen on even Caspa, what's gonna happen on Caspa, what's gonna happen on the new layer ones, whether it's gonna if Sweep or if if Super is gonna be another Solana type project, whether we have another potential hidden gem layer one. I'm sure we're gonna have a lot more meme coins and AI plays, AI meta. I'm hoping AI meta sticks, but it's gonna be something where it kind of comes and goes. We're gonna have our gaming pump. We're gonna have our AI pump. We're gonna have probably in between that. We're gonna have our meme coins steadily pumping, and then we'll have a blow off top of meme coins. You'll see Doge pop off all time high, which I'm kind of gauging for sure more than $1. I'm thinking it could get some legs and hit the $2 range, maybe even three. If it hits five, that would be crazy. But I'm thinking Doge will probably hit a couple bucks before it peaks out. But like I said, it's more dilution, more people in, more people know the game. They know they're probably gonna get more X's on Bonk, more X's on like meme coins that are under $1 billion rather than like what 20 billion on Doge. But yeah, guys, make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's go altcoin season 2025. Peace.